Alright, in this tutorial, I'm finally going to go over how to do basic editing in Final Cut Pro. And you can see I have different footage in this event. It's just some stuff for an engineering commercial. And I renamed the event by selecting it and clicking on it again, and then just typing in engineering footage, and then hitting enter. And I'm also going to make a new project, and you click the button down there, and you can I'm going to rename this one actually to engineering commercial, and go back to it. So I'm just going to use this intro that I made, and you can see that I'm scrubbing through it as I'm moving the mouse over it. And in case that's not working for you, just go down here and click that, and then it should work, and you should also be able to hear it. So I'm just going to drag it down, and that's good. I'm going to drag in this clip. And unfortunately you can't hear the clips from here, but you can see the audio bars and the audio waves. And I'm going to cut where he starts talking. And if you click the menu right there, you can see that you have to hit B for the blade tool. And just cut right here. Click. And then if I go back to the menu, you can see the selection is A. So just hit B for the blade tool and A for the selection tool. So select this one, hit delete. So now we start right when he starts talking. Alright, the ending to this intro part is a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut it down. Hitting B and just seeing where I should cut it. And if you didn't know, spacebar is to play. Alright, I think I should cut it right here. Hit B, and just delete that. So now, of course, I need a transition. And the transitions are over here again. Click right there. And I'm going to use a cross dissolve. So just drag that transition right here. And I can drag another clip over here, drag in another one, and this time we'll have a warning that will pop up. And basically it's just saying it'll trim the edges of the footage in order to make the transition. So just ignore that, because, yeah, great. And that was just to show you the warning. So I'm going back over here, hit play. And I can zoom in by using this bar down here with the magnifying glass, so I can get a closer look at the footage. And I can change where the transition is if it doesn't seem right. I can drag it right in the middle to the right a little bit. And that's too late, so I'm going to drag it back to the left. Maybe I can shorten the transition, and likewise I can click on it and drag the edges out to make it longer. Now obviously that's too long, so I'm just going to undo it by hitting Command-Z, Command-Z. So that's pretty good. I'm going to take this clip and I'm just going to drag it on top of this clip. I can also drag it underneath him, but you can't see it right now, obviously. But when I put this clip on top, you can see that the clip of the teacher talking is still underneath it. And let's say I want to cut it about here. I can just hit B, cut, and delete the rest of this clip. And I don't want the clip of the teacher to be visible while the clip is on top, so I can just cut it out right here and right there. Go back to selection, click on this clip, and right click on it and hit detach audio. And then I can just select this one and hit V, and that turns it off. And I can hit V on other clips and they'll disable them. So now we can say now we can't, and so it just switches from him to this clip, and you can see that he's still talking. The audio is still intact and it hasn't been turned off. And then it'll just go back. I'm going to undo it a bunch of times with Command Z. And normally how I would have it fade in is just by taking a cross dissolve and dropping it right on top of the clip. So you can see that it fades in. Kind of like a transition, except it's fading in and fading out by itself. So that's basically it for this tutorial. In the next one I'm going to go over more advanced editing that you should know for doing the news. And I'll see you in the next tutorial.